Hello. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. You may or may not know me. My name's Ellie and this is my first video back in 6 months. Technically a lie, because last week I did kind of start filming again, just randomly picked up the camera while I was like in my towel. My head has been so scrambled for the last week plus, so I don't really know what I filmed, or it doesn't really make any sense. I don't feel like I don't think I've even explained what's going on, and if you don't follow me on Instagram you won't have a clue. Sorry, I've just moved the camera because where I'm sat by the window sometimes the lighting changes and I'm not that good with cameras. Even though I've been doing YouTube for some time, I just kind of wing it. Basically, if you don't know, I'm moving to Australia, which is pretty wild. I'm moving to Sydney in 4 days. I'm moving to Sydney in 4 days, which is pretty crazy. I've not packed a single thing. My room's a mess, my life's a mess, everything's upside down. I need this to motivate me. I'm just a little bit all over the place. So I'm making this video under the impression that you don't know what's going on, that you don't follow me on Instagram, that you don't know me in real life, because I forget that I do have viewers that just watch me on YouTube. So hey, yeah, this is where I've been for the last 6 months. It's all been a little bit of a whirlwind, so sorry that I've not been posting. I've had a little bit bigger priorities going on. Long story short, my boyfriend's in the forces, he's in the Navy and he's transferred to the Australian Navy. We've got a 6-year, well, he's got a 6-year contract, and I'm going to be joining him and support him in his career in the Australian Navy. I feel like I've spoken about this for literally over a year now to all my clients, like on a daily basis, friends, family. Like, this has obviously taken over my life. I don't want to brush past it like it's just nothing, because maybe some of you are hearing it for the first time. Obviously you don't really care, you don't really know me, but I like to document my life. I want to document this whole process, so you gotta bear with me here, because I don't know when I'm gonna upload these videos. This could be like 2 weeks after I've arrived in Sydney. I'm just gonna be settling in. It's obviously it wasn't an easy decision to make. It was and it wasn't an easy decision. Obviously the easiest decision ever, because I want to be with Josh. I'm so in love with him and I want to spend my life with him, but I'm moving away from friends and family, so I don't want to get upset, because I've actually not been getting upset. Why am I getting upset now that I'm on camera? Oh god, I honestly, I haven't barely cried. Just done my makeup. Right, I'm gonna go and get a coffee. Right, we don't have time for crying today. A, I don't have time to do my makeup again. 2, I want this to be a happy video. I want to look back on this and be happy. I don't know why I'm crying now. I honestly, really annoying by the way, half a coffee these pods give you. I don't want this to be a sad video, because it's not a sad video, and I don't know why I'm crying now, because I honestly, I have barely cried. Barely. I cried because I had to change Peter, my cat's name, into my mum's name. That's a whole other situation. I'll fill you in on that. Josh had already applied for the Australian transfer, and then 7 months into our relationship it came through, and it was like, shit, what do? We've got 4 options here. We either break up now, and I was like, no, we're not breaking up. We either see how it goes and we make a decision later on, which is kind of what we did. We enjoy it now and then break up just before you go, and I was like, absolutely not, I cannot physically do that, or I go with you. And it was like quite early to say at that point, so when I sort of like hinted at the option of going, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Run away with me to Australia, you know. I had a business here, I had a beauty shop for 5 years where I've worked, and I've got an amazing life here. I've got such wonderful friends, I've got a big beautiful family, and I'm gonna miss everybody so much. It's not been an easy decision. Why? I don't have time for this. It's a weird feeling, because I cannot wait to be with Josh again. I can't wait to spend my life with him. But you feel like the most selfish person in the world, leaving all your family and friends. And until now, I've genuinely been fine. It's the pressure of the filming. But other than a handful of times, for someone who's so sensitive and emotional, I have barely cried. Sorry for all the information, but I've had thrush in my mouth, that's not the one. My hair has been so dry, my hands are dry, my lips are dry. I've been using Blistex like no tomorrow. I had all little like sores around my lips. I missed a period. My body is like, you are stressed, but like I'm just like, it's fine. Don't worry about me. I've been selling so much. I've been seeing so many friends. I've been making some amazing memories. I've not even had time to pack, but I know I'll be fine. I'm actually not a stressful packer, and also like I know I'm gonna come back. Like my room's not gonna change for a little bit. My mum wants to keep it as it is because, you know, they still live here. There's no reason not to. I'm gonna do a separate video of packing because I feel like this is just gonna be its own video. I talk so much. Like I said, I don't even know what I've filmed in the last video, but that's gonna be my second video. Technically it's my first because that's where I started filming first. However, that is gonna be like me sorting my life out video. But I just wanted to fill you in on what's happening. I'm moving. I'm really excited for this journey. Obviously this is a permanent move. It's at least 6 years. We don't know what's going to happen after that. We don't know what's going to happen in between that, but all we know is this contract 6 years, and I'm so excited. Josh has been there for 3 months and it just looks wonderful. We are so lucky. Our apartment is a 10-minute walk from the Sydney Opera House, 10 minutes from the Harbour Bridge, 10 minutes from the CBD. We feel super lucky to be where we're at. We're like a walking distance from everything. It's just going to be a completely different life. I'm going to be a proper military wife. I'm only with Josh for 10 days and then he goes on a course and I'm on my own 5 days a week. If you didn't know, I used to live in Egypt when I was 19, so I have lived abroad. I lived abroad for 7 months and I lived in North Devon for 4 years as an entertainer, so I have lived away from home. Obviously it's seasonal, I have come back. It's very, very different, but I'm very outgoing, I'm very independent, I make friends really easily. I'm really excited for this chapter. With my shop, I loved my shop so much. It was my 5-year plan anyway to sort of leave the shop after 5 years. Eventually I was gonna leave the salon this year, buy my own home and work from home, because to be honest I would not have been able to afford to like have a house and a shop. 2 years ago, ask me, I hated men. If you had asked me 2 years ago if I was moving to Australia for a man, I would tell you to go and get a job in a comedy show. Just I was on a man-hating vibe. I'd been cheated on by 4 boys at this point. And my mental health went downhill, as you can imagine. So I was just, I couldn't even look at them. They made me feel ill. They just, if Josh ever dumped me, my standards are so high now because I just think I know what they can be like. I would not be moving to the other side of the world for just any man. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. I love love. I'm very trusting and loving person. When I'm in a relationship, I give it all. But when you know, you just know. Like I wouldn't just be doing this for anyone. Like this is really special. Like what me and Josh have is really special. I'm gonna get emotional again. I think I'm due on. I am due on actually. I've got 1 pill left, so yeah, it's a big deal, but I know it's gonna be worth it. And what's the worst that can happen? If it all goes tits up, I'll go on Married at First Sight Australia. No, I'm joking. I just know that we're gonna be fine and it's gonna be amazing. Like originally, when we first started speaking about this, it was I was going to go out and visit, and I was supposed to be going in September, and then obviously the longer we're together, the more we're like, what are we doing? Like, just come out in winter. Also, by the way, I'm going over in winter, so oh yeah, everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm so jealous you're moving to Australia, and I'm going to be like, oh, it's boiling here. Fucking freezing. It's going to be the longest winter of my life because I'm literally having 2 winters. However, I've got so much admin to do there. Got to sort my bank account out, tax file number. We've got to do our de facto relationship, our partner visa. I am stressed. Right, my cat. Right, I'm not crying on this one. I've had a million questions about my cat. What's going on with your cat? I would have absolutely loved to bring Peter with me, but if you didn't already know, Peter has got asthma. He's got a chronic illness, which is fucking shit. Obviously I had to pick a broken one. Obviously when I met Josh, I knew that there was a chance that I'd be going to Australia, so I've looked into this many months before we'd even decided, classic woman, that I was coming with him, just like what my options were. This was before I knew that he had asthma. I was looking into like flight options. You have to get a passport, they have to quarantine for like days or weeks before and after. It's a really stressful experience for cats and in animals in general, but cats especially don't travel well and they're on their own for such a long time. The stress itself could kill him, which is absolutely wild. I think dogs do travel a lot better than cats, and it is doable, but I couldn't have him to Australia on the flight with me. He'd have to be in the hold, and it's not even about the money. I would do it, but like, God forbid all things went wrong and I had to come home in 6 months time. I've got to put him through that again. The thing is, Peter's always been at home with my mum and dad with the other 2 cats. My plan originally was to get my own house. I was gonna move him into my home with me. I was going to get another cat for company. That was the plan, but he doesn't know any different. When I moved in with Josh last year, I left Peter at home with my mum and dad because I knew there was a potential that I'd be going to Australia, and I didn't know what our options were at that time. However, all being well, I still would have probably maybe given it a go. I love that cat so much. Him being poorly has made me very poorly because I've took it not very well, but I'm learning to deal with it a little bit better. I have a little bit more of control over it, and like, we know a bit more what was going on, but it was really stressful time. And seeing a cat have an asthma attack, I mean, I've never seen a child or a person have one, but it's traumatic. It's horrible. He's been so poorly. Now he is on daily medication, so he's on steroids every day, and he has an inhaler for like severe attacks. Like, there's just no way he could come with me, and he's fine with my mum. So obviously I am absolutely devastated. I cried last week when I had to change the name over. My mum's like, he's always going to be your cat, Ellie. Like, he's always going to be your cat. Sorry, this is really chatty video, but I love just to talk to you like a friend and just give you the full lowdown. But yeah, it's pretty shit. I feel sad about it. Like, I'm just the worst cat mum ever. The dirty sock. So ultimately, Peter has choices here that are better for him and his health. So I'm trying to do the non-selfish thing and leave him here. God, I did not think this video was going to be so emotional today. Should have done my makeup after. I'm always going to pay for his food, his vet bills, his litter, everything that... Like, he's still my cat, but my mum's fostering him. It's under fostering circumstances, you know. It's just better for him. It's better for him. It's selfish of me to drag him all the way to the other side of the world when he's happy here with his brothers and them too. He sleeps with them every night. He's a right traitor. He doesn't care about me anymore. To be fair, like, I smother him because I just love him so much. I do probably pick him up and annoy him a bit too much, but my mum feeds him. Like, she's in a routine with them, so like, you know, he's kind of abandoned me anyway. But I did kind of pull away a lot when I moved in with Josh because I knew that this was happening, but obviously it's just shit. It's so bittersweet because I'm so over the moon. I can't believe this is happening to me. I'm so lucky. What an amazing experience. What an amazing life I'm about to live. But you just can't have it all. You cannot have it all, and you've got to take life by the horns, is that what it is, and run with it, because you've just got to go with it, and you've just got to take every opportunity and just make the most of life. And I just think I would never have done this if I hadn't have met Josh. I lived abroad before and I always wanted to do it again, but I got so comfortable with my business, and I've been so lucky. I've had such a wonderful bunch of clients who've been so loyal for so many years, up to 7 years clients who've been loyal with me, and built a really reputable name for myself in Plymouth. And I'm really grateful for the life I've built here, but I am ready for a change and I'm ready for something new. It's just a whirlwind of emotions, guys, as you can imagine. Right, my life's a mess, my room's a mess. I need to start packing, but I just wanted to do this little rundown video of everything that's been going on. Obviously I haven't been filming for the last 6 months because I've been trying to work, see friends. I've been spending time with Josh before we separated, before he moved to Australia. So I have not had the time to think, let alone edit videos for hours on end. My attention span can't hack it at the best of times. When I move, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more free time. I'm gonna be on my own a lot. And I just think, what an amazing opportunity to make this series. I wanna do the fly with me. I wanna do the pack with me. I wanna do the girl goes to Australia and tries all the Australian snacks videos. I wanna do it all. So I'm gonna try my very best. Be patient with me because, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to upload this. This could be weeks after I arrive. So anybody who follows me on Instagram is like, well, fucking you've gone. But I've got to try and treat my social media platforms separately because I forget that people don't know what's going on all the time. Anyway, I'm really excited to bring you along with me in this real and raw and crazy journey that I'm about to go on. I'm gonna try and film as much as I can. I'm trying to keep it as real as I can. And yeah, what a crazy little life. You just never know what's gonna happen. If you're having a really hard time, you just honestly, you don't know what's around the corner. Just keep going, because life works in crazy, mysterious ways, and you just don't know what's set in store for you. You really don't. But anyway, I'm so excited, and thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry I've rambled on, you know what I'm like, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.